Hello there everyone out there. My name is Tom, Old Tom, usually called. I am also a supporter of Manchester United, along with this lovely man sitting over here, Keith Norris, and Paddy Crerand, another old friend of mine. We've travelled the world together with Big Lily, the big flag belonging to Manchester United. We're looking forward to many more years of adventure with Big Lil, but I'm here today mainly to talk to Keith about his new book about Big Lily and the adventures that she has had around the world. Okay. Right, Keith, I'm here today once again to annoy you and talk about this brilliant new book of yours, My Big Lily. Big Lily started off how long ago?
1998, 99.
And where has it been?
Well, it's been several continents, most notably probably Brazil, Japan, Spain, Italy, Wembley, obviously the usual places. Started at Villa Park actually, well, with an impromptu pitch invasion, which was only a small section of what she is now. And actually Giggsy, if you recall that one against Arsenal 99 semi-final, Villa Park, Giggsy's wonder goal when Vieira passed him up, he took it around about 6 or 7 and banged in. Never been on the pitch in my life, but that day they were just over it, and that was Lily's first appearance, and it was that was 1999, yeah.
Well, I'm one of the fortunate ones who have read this book. I tell you, if any of the fans out there want to know anything about this rich heritage of Manchester, a part of the rich heritage of Manchester United, and the incredible adventures detailed in this book by the owner of Big Lily and the author, every twist and turn of her amazing history has been put into print. Pathos mixed with hilarity. Read about the many legendary football stars involved. Ronaldo, Sir Alex Ferguson, just to name 2. Always entertaining, extremely funny, Keith has successfully managed to create a book so readable. Once started, you will be unable to put it down. This book must be a serious read for every United fan. More history, Keith, please.
Well, that was a rather nice wee spiel. I couldn't have read any better myself. But I'm just glancing through your book here. Your book? No, not mine. No, the book about the book. And some amazing memories. I mean, I click one. There's one with Mo Molan. We made a documentary several years ago, Faceman and I, and a few other fellow Reds about the cross-community aspect of Big Lily, as her central message always has been. And that was like 1998.
I'm also very fortunate. I've read this scrapbook on the history. Now,
There's a good near that.
Flag of Peace.
Flag of Peace.
Isn't that wonderful? Now, there's more. What we want to know about is the future now. Big Lily's adventures are in the past. We are now embarking on another 25-year history of Big Lily. Name them.
Well, I'll have to argue with you there slightly, Tom, because I'm getting too old. We need another younger generation to take up the Big Lily campaign. And actually I did. There's a new big flag at Old Trafford, which is the Munich flag, which I, along with Gary Neville and others, were major benefactors to that. So,
yes, I understand that, Keith, but there are other factors. The like of this, the like of merchandise.
fair enough. Yeah, well,
The like of the Guinness record.
yes, well, that's sorry. Yes, absolutely. Well, the book entails is basically a life story from my life story, starting off when I was reared in Northern Ireland up to, I think it's up to 2002. But she packed a lot into her lifetime, such as all those trips, and including me meeting my wife as a result of my endeavours with Big Lily in Japan. Now I've got 4 kids, as you know.
Well, now that must be the climax of the Big Lily story. Now we're getting into the future.
Well, we've got to remember the
plans
past
for
to enjoy the future, Tom. You can't just jump to the future. You're well aware. The future plan. Number one priority for me is creating the world record, but not creating the world record for the sake of the world record. For raising the money for UNICEF for the kids in danger. Right? We know we've been looking at UNICEF. We've been dealing with UNICEF for years. They've very kindly accepted our donation that we're going to raise for them through this online platform. And for me, that's the end goal now. What I would love to see Lily's next chapter would be, when we're successful, is taking Big Lily and all the associated merchandise and all the things we're going to do with her and plan to do. Let's go around the world and see the benefit of Big Lily. But more importantly, the Manchester United fans throughout the world, because it's ultimately United fans who are going to do this. I might want Big Lily, but she's not mine. She belongs to the fans throughout the world.
So this world record, Keith, how do you intend to work that?
Well, it's going to be an online platform It's going to be on www.signmybiglily.com. Sorry, excuse me, signbiglily.com. Mybiglily.com is the website of Big Lily's website currently. You're going to log on. You're going to go to your computer. I can actually show you a wee part of it here now. This is not for public viewing just yet. But you log on to signbiglily.com. It tells you then how you can donate. It tells you about the project, about UNICEF, etc. Basically, you donate £3, right, via PayPal or Stripe or whatever the payment method they're using there. Whenever you donate your £3, you can then sign the flag digitally. Now, to me, it sounds crazy, but you can actually sign you simply just sign your autograph with your finger. If you're on a phone or a laptop, or if you're on your old PC, you just use your mouse to sign it. Technology, Tom, way before your time. No disrespect, like mine too. So, and then whenever you've donated, you then sign the flag, and then whenever you sign the flag, you're going to get a certificate, a personalised certificate of official membership of the United Big Lily Supporters Club, right? So that's going to be, you're going to get that emailed to you straight away. But one thing I forgot to mention, sorry, and Mr. Creern, my dear old friend, will never forgive me. Pat Creern, United legend for many years, and dear old friend for many years, has very kindly agreed to be the patron of the whole project. So you will actually get a signature, as you can see. It's going to be signed by Pat as well. Pat and myself are going to sign it. We've got the United Big Lily on it, Stretford End on tour. So this will be your way to keep it as your souvenir forever.
So I know that the world record for signatures or autographs on the back of a flag is 116,000
currently.
That's held by the Americans at the moment.
Correct, yes. So
I reckon that the Manchester United fans will have no bother in creating something at least 120,000. What we want to do is raise.
Well, ideally, we need to raise a minimum of 300,000.
Exactly.
And we want to give UNICEF as much as possible, but we need the help. And this is why we need the help of every United supporter out there to click on that button, signbiglily.com, donate £3 and put a signature, be part of something special, as we've tagged it, and we need every United fan in every country in the world. If we do that, we can take this anywhere.
So the idea is the person sitting at home, the Man United fan, signs on his little mouse or whatever, he pays £3.
Yeah.
His autograph is printed on the back of Big
Yes,
Lily.
apologies, I didn't explain. Sorry, yeah. When we collate all the signatures, hopefully 120,000, we need 116,000 to break it, as you said, right? We will then print them onto the back of Big Lily, basically in format sheets, and so even though you're signing it digitally, it will transform onto Big Lily as well. So it'll be on the back of it. We'll see it. So what we're looking forward to, it's a big challenge, a major challenge. It sounds easy saying it, but 116,000 is a lot of people.
Keith, the Manchester United Red Army will be well up to it.
Red Army! Red Army! Of course they will. And I mean, the feedback we've got so far has been...
Oh, it's been fantastic.
I've also had United legends, I'll not name them just yet, but I mean, one, Keith Gillespie, actually, fellow Northern Ireland gentleman and United player.
Norman Whiteside,
I spoke to Norman about it as well, but there are other people in the pipeline coming on board. But listen, Tom, you know what Northern Ireland people are like, you know what Man United people are like, you know what Manchester people are like. This transcends all barriers. It doesn't matter where you're from, the colour of your skin, the creed. This is all about doing a good on behalf of United supporters. And it's important to say, that whilst it's not a club, it's certainly not an official club venture, and it's not an official partnership, but the club have been very helpful, particularly John Shields and the foundation.
Absolutely.
Richard Arnold, the managing director. I mean, I understand they can't be involved as an official venture.
Keith, as someone like myself who has no knowledge of electronics, I've been told that things like this can go viral. When it starts off in several weeks, next month,
Yeah.
and that goes online, does that mean that people in Australia could read that within hours?
Tom, you're starting to show your age now.
Is that possible?
I don't understand viral also very much well. I know if it's good enough and it's legitimate enough. Listen, it's 24 hours a day. The internet's a big thing. I mean, it still scares me.
So if it goes online on the 1st of March, 12 hours later, what I would like to see
Yeah.
are people in Australia coming back.
Well, you can. The people in Australia and the
So
Reds
how
throughout the
does
world
that-
watching this will see. Will be able to click on. The moment this goes live, then anybody can do it.
How many people in Australia or New Zealand or Brazil or Canada, if you were all Scandinavia,
Well,
how many people do you reckon you would get within 24 hours?
Well, that's up to you, and that's up to the good United fans throughout the world, and we're hopeful.
I believe we can do it.
Well, 24 hours would be a very big thing. It would be a very exciting challenge. Perhaps if we got there and met Ronaldo to say a few things and tweet things it might work, but
That's possible.
that's possible too. And I'm going to Madrid in March, so one will never know who could get by that. It'll be by the time I'm in Madrid in March, it'll be live. So I'll be having a wee word with some of my friends, and hopefully we'll get a wee something out of it.
Incidentally, we're dropping names there. They are in the book.
Well, the book, Tom, the book tells everything. This is a limited edition. This is actually some of the limited edition first copies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do if anyone wants a copy of it, if anyone wants a copy of it, I'm not one for signing or that. Will sign when they become available on the web store. I will personally sign them. If anybody wants one, and we're going to give £1 per copy to UNICEF over and above the UNICEF donation. And even we've got one thing important. We have a vision. I have a vision of selling merchandise, Big Lily merchandise specifically. But it's not what I want to do. My ultimate kick will be every Big Lily product that is sold, whether it be a hat, a shirt, a scarf, or whatever, or a book for that matter. I want part of this money to go forever for the rest of Big Lily's days to UNICEF. So if we can, we're working on a wee membership scheme here, whereby you can join in the United Supporters Club and get these things. You'll not just be helping Big Lily get the world record done. If you do actually want to buy some of the merchandise, you're helping UNICEF twice. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you're one of the ones who knows these scarves. We've got a limited number of them done for promotional purposes. I genuinely have about, I couldn't even recall them, or emails, pictures I've seen of people wearing them, and people have become good friends because we've given them a scarf. It's unreal, and for me it transcends all of what Big Lily's about, and I want to be an exponent of that along with you. You know,
You've talked about the Guinness Book of Records. That's fine. We believe that that's achievable. A lot of people out there wouldn't know, or possibly know of UNICEF, but don't know exactly what they do.
Yeah.
What does UNICEF do for the children?
UNICEF helps children worldwide in danger. Right? And the best answer I can give you that is going to the UNICEF website, and we will have it actually on mybiglily.com. It does tell you some of the things that they do, but they're everywhere. They're looking after the kids.
Every war zone in the world, I believe, they have volunteers and workers supporting the youngsters.
There are loads of charities, but the reason for the UNICEF connection, why I want to give the UNICEF, is initially we've had United for UNICEF on the flag. Man United have the longest established relationship with the charity, over 16 years, and if I'm not mistaken, they've donated over 4.7 million, I think, in that. And every year United have this massive United for UNICEF event at Old Trafford. Never been to one yet, but United would be commended for the work they do with charity also. And I think it's continuation, because we're the fans, and United's our club, whether some people like it or not. We're the fans of Manchester United. We aren't going away. We people change at clubs, but the fans stay the same. You know what I mean? And I think, and I only judge it back on myself and the feedback I get. I can't speak for anybody else, nor do I speak for any other fan. But I can speak for the feedback I have had, we have had, with regards to Big Lily and the escapades around the world. I mean, you know what it's like. You can't walk down the street and let me see where she is.
We've mentioned it before about the number of people who involve themselves with Red Army clubs, supporters clubs around the world.
Yeah.
One of your items was that we would take Paddy, yourself, Big Lily, to the clubs that raised the most number of signatures.
Well, what we're going to do is, when it goes live in the next few weeks, the website, we are all supporters clubs. I think there are 145 supporters clubs throughout the world. United supporters clubs in all various countries. I think there's 40 in Northern Ireland alone. There's whatever there may be. We're sending out a communication to them. There's actually an email already away, I believe, and we're asking them to come up with ideas so that all their members can sign the flag initially. So, and whoever comes up with the most imaginative ideas and creates the biggest demand and ultimately has the most signatures from a particular branch, what we'll do, Paddy, Kieran, yourself and myself and a few friends and Big Lily will go to their branch and we'll go as a surprise guest and we'll have a film for part of a documentary.
How strict are those rules then, Keith? Could 2, 3 or 4 perhaps branches amalgamate? Would that be allowed?
Tom, the one thing with Manchester United supporters, you don't dictate, right? All we do, we put it out there, we can suggest.
Yeah.
If you tell, if United supporters are a select breed of people, they're not overpowering, they're not arrogant, and they know best. So if they wish to amalgamate with all the countries, with each other, with counties, we will more than accommodate them.
Split.
And if there's 4 or 5 branches within a certain area, we can maybe have one major function and bring a few guests along with us.
Keith, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on my show.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, what a good show you've got.